Dash Badger's the strongest fitness influencer. Besides Satoru Gojo, of course. Alright, so guys, we've all seen the crazy videos from JJK of curse techniques, of the amazing fights. And today, I'll be participating in the first ever Jujutsu Kaisen inspired workout challenge. Alright, so guys, this video took extreme research, extreme dedication, and was extremely challenging. And it took everything inside of me to keep going until the very last challenge, alright? But first, guys, please like and subscribe. 99% of you guys are not liked nor even subscribed. So please, let's help me get to 100 subscribers and let's go big time. All right, now let me explain how this challenge is gonna work. All right, so how this challenge is gonna work is I have 4 different exercises inspired by 4 different characters from JJK. I must complete these 4 exercises with their heavenly restrictions in order to be an honorary sorcerer for the day. Okay, so guys, you may be thinking, oh, just 4 easy exercises, it's gonna be easy. Trust me, guys, these exercises are not what you would expect. They have some crazy restrictions on them, but you know what? I'm doing anything to get my goal. Let's get it. All right, so our first exercise is inspired by the one and only Maki Zenin. All right, so if you don't know about Maki, she is a tough hand-to-hand combat fighter. However, she does not have her own curse technique because her and her sister Mai shared an umbilical cord in the womb, which led to her sister getting half of her curse energy and then Maki only getting a little bit. However, when Maki's sister Mai ends up being murdered by her father, Maki goes ham on the Zenin clan. So she ends up destroying the entire clan all by herself. Now guys, this emphasis of aura is what we're gonna be trying to impart in myself so I can be an honorary sorcerer for the day. Now, our exercise inspired by Maki is going to be 100 shrugs, okay? 100 shrugs in a row, no stopping. Now let me tell you why 100 shrugs, okay? So Maki, she uses various types of special grade weapons, okay? She uses various types of weapons in her hand-to-hand combat skills. So pretty much what we're doing is we need to have good grip strength to hold all those weapons, to hold all those curse-imbued weapons. So to get those good hands, those good calluses, we're gonna do a lot of farmer's carries, a lot of shrugs, all right? Let's get it, 100 straight in a row. Let's go. All right, so guys, when I was doing these shrugs, immediately what I'm thinking is, oh, this is gonna be light work, no reaction, simple, easy. I've done shrugs before, I can do it again. Guys, I was very misplaced in my confidence, okay? And you know what? That's the thing people doubt about Maki. They think, oh, she doesn't have her own curse technique. She's not that strong. Guys, she is stronger than Toji, all right? She is extremely powerful. And you know, these shrugs made me really realize how like crazy she is in physical hand-to-hand combat. So pretty much, guys, the first 50 were not too bad, okay? The first 50, I was able to lock in for, I was able to get through and just keep going. However, guys, after number 50, that's where I really started to feel it in my traps. I really started to feel the lactic acid starting to accumulate. And I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a really hard challenge. I can't start off weak. Like I can't fail my first part of this challenge, my first exercise. I gotta keep going. So guys, even though the first part was really hard, the last 30, those were even harder. It took everything my willpower to dig deep and to keep going. But you know what? I focused up. All right, challenge number 1 completed, on to challenge number 2. All right, so our next character is going to be the one blessed by the Black Sparks himself, Yuji Itadori, the main protagonist of JJK. All right, so Yuji Itadori is very proficient in various martial arts, and his physical prowess is almost unrivaled throughout the entire series. So what we're doing is we're gonna be doing a boxing inspired challenge, okay? So how it's gonna work is we've got not only the speed bag, but we've also got a power bag. So pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna do 2 rounds. One for the speed bag is just some quick agility punches, bob and weaving maneuvering, okay? And then for the power round, I'm just gonna go as strong as I possibly can. All right, let's get it. All right, so guys, for the speed round, I was really just focused on going quick, light taps. I want to get that bar spinning around. You know, I don't have the best bar. So I was just worried about, you know, having good technique, taking my time, getting that bar spinning, ducking, bobbing, weaving, you know, like Yuji Itadori, getting my speed improved, okay? Now, when I got to the heavy round, however, I was trying to destroy that bag. Every single punch I threw felt like a black flash. It was so tough. And on top of that, water was coming out too of the bag, so it was like sick. It was so tough. But yeah, I was just trying to destroy the bag. It was a great round as well. All right, now on to our next exercise, inspired by the honored one himself. Domain expansion, limitless. Satoru Gojo is one of the strongest characters in the entire existence of anime. And in his own verse, he is the strongest, the honored one himself. All right, he's some of the craziest feats I've ever seen. First off, he literally has an infinity barrier around him at all times, where even if he's walking outside and it's raining, he will not get touched by a single drop of rain unless he wants to. Secondly, he has reverse curse technique, which allows him to literally not die. He can literally resurrect himself at times where he's thought to be dead. And on top of that, he has a crazy domain expansion, infinity, where literally your mind just cannot comprehend it, because that's how crazy it is. Like infinity, everything that ever was. It's crazy. Okay, and on top of that, he's got hollow purple, he's got red, and he's got blue. Okay, so all these crazy curse techniques, all this crazy power, and on top of that, he's a strong fighter as well. This guy needs to be nerfed. Okay, now I know what you're wondering. Okay, Dash, you just told us some of the crazy feats we've ever heard in all of anime. How in tarnation are you possibly going to mimic this for an exercise? I'm glad you asked. All right, so I took some soul searching, some pondering to really think, how can I do this for a video and not be clickbaity? And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to invent my own exercise. And that's what I've done. This is what I call the explosion press, okay? So just as Satoru Gojo has a barrier around him at all times, we're gonna be doing a bench press and it's gonna look like you have a barrier around you at the top of the motion. So this is how it's gonna look. Pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna be on the bench press and you're gonna go and you're gonna throw it in the air, okay? As high as you possibly can, and then catch it and go back down. But then when you throw it in the air, you're gonna leave your hands out like that, like you're pushing it forward. And then when you come back down, you're gonna squeeze it to your chest. So it's gonna look really weird, kind of funny, but it does look really cool as well. First time ever, let's go. All right, so guys, this exercise really got me nervous at first because I wasn't sure if I was gonna knock off my head or not. But you know what, it ended up being really cool and the sound it made was dope. So I would definitely recommend this, even in your own workout, why not? It was good. I am him. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy exercise. It felt super scary, but sounded super dope. I don't know if you guys heard that sound or not. That was sick. All right, guys. Now on to our last JJK inspired exercise. If I'm able to accomplish this, then I'm honorary sorcerer for the day. Okay, who's gonna be by? Well, it's the one, the only, Sukuna, Ryomen Sukuna. Let's get it. Ryomen Sukuna is the king of curses himself, brought back from the Heian period where he destroyed other sorcerers, and then afterwards he instilled his soul into 20 various cursed objects through cursed fingers. Then one day Yuji Itadori ate one of these cursed fingers, and this started the plot for JJK. Alright, so Sukuna is an extremely strong fighter. He's a crazy domain expansion, malevolent shrine, where he's pretty much able to cut any single thing in his entire domain, okay? So guys, he was literally able to fight the divine general himself, Maharaga, and laugh and win, okay? That's how strong this guy is. So pretty much what we're doing is we're doing a cleave-inspired workout. How it's gonna work is you're gonna take your weight and we'll be doing abs cutters, okay? So axe cutters, okay? Now the problem with this, guys, is to make it a little challenging on ourselves, we're not just gonna do 1, we're not just gonna do 10, we're not just gonna do 20, we're doing 30. So this is gonna be rough. Let's go. Guys, that was so hard, but I finally did it. I am now an honorary sorcerer for today. Let's go. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. If you like anime inspired workouts, please watch my anime inspired workout video or my Demon Slayer video. Thank you so much.